Welcome to Demon Drax. Here we build fortunes. And today I'm gonna blow your mind with by breaking down the specific type of progress which you've probably never heard of in your life. And I'm probably thinking, what progresses are there's one type of progress. What is progress? We're gonna talk about the two types of progress. There are two types of progress which is broken down in my favorite book currently. It's this. Here you go, Zero to One by Peter Thiel. Awesome book, you should read it. So it's a good book. Anyways, I'm gonna break the concepts of this book down to you and tell you what the two types of progress are. So lock in and make sure to subscribe. So first we're gonna go in to the type of progress Peter Thiel suggests highly. This is vertical progress, going up. He called this vertical progress 0 to 1. Hence the title of this book, 0 to 1. Now what does this mean? That must be your question, right? Think about zero. Zero signifies nothing, right? That means you have zero. Even if you have zero money, that means you have nothing. You have zero, let's say you have zero IQ. That means you have no brain power. And so zero means nothing. One is something. So what he means is by 0 to 1, you take nothing to something. Now, what he's trying to signify this by is that he wants vertical progress is new ideas. I'm gonna tell you some examples so you understand. Vertical ideas, you could say Thomas Edison made the light bulb. Now, light bulbs did not exist. Light bulbs did not exist before, so that's zero, like nothing. No light bulbs. And then came one. One is the light bulb something. He made an idea. Next is, let's say, another one. Let's take another one. Yeah, let's say communication. Telephones, okay? The guy who came up with telephones, that was 0 to 1. Okay, 0 to 1. Telephones did not exist before back then, okay? He thought that or instead of sending letters or sending telegrams or stuff, we could just press a number, or as we say, phone number now, or telephone number. We could just put numbers and talk to the person. Yeah, that's zero, nothing, no telephone to one, a telephone. Now, let's say why books. Now, let's go to horizontal progress, the opposite of vertical progress. And vertical progress is up, horizontal progress is sideways. Okay. So, if vertical progress is going from nothing to something, horizontal progress is what? Horizontal progress is taking something and multiplying it. Secondly, 1 to n. First of all, what does 1 to n even mean? 1 to n means 1 is something, as we discussed in horizontal progress. You go from nothing to something, nothing being 1, nothing being 0, something being 1. So in horizontal progress, you start from something, start from 1, and you go to n. You go to n. N can be anything. N is a variable. A variable is a letter which you can assign something to it. N can be anything. Let's take McDonald's, for example. The first McDonald's was an idea, fast cheap burgers. That was that was horizontal progress. Since fast food already existed, right? Burgers already existed. Americans loved burgers before McDonald's, right? So McDonald's did horizontal progress. It started from one fast food. Burgers started from burgers. Then it went on to restaurants. N is something. If you go 1 to 2, and let's say you assign n to 2, that means you're improving it to number 2. If you assign it to n to 100, 1 to 100, it doesn't matter where you're going. You can go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wherever you go. It's gonna be starting from one and improving it. Here's another example. The iPhone. Steve Jobs in 2007 pulled out the first iPhone out of his pocket, and that was horizontal progress because telephones and stuff already existed. Phones already existed. Now that already, but next, phones already existed, but Steve Jobs made a telephone into an actual thing. Now, according to me, this he must have taken 1 to 1,000 or 2,000, but he still started from a base. He didn't come for a new idea. Okay, no, but yes, horizontal progress is good. No one has seen a phone like that ever. Now, you can take your own city. Okay, have you ever seen a street with five coffee shops? That's horizontal progress. Copying what works over and over again. Like they probably copied of Starbucks or something. They copied the coffee restaurant idea and they put it in your street. Now here's what interesting. Horizontal progress is safer, right? But why? Because you already know it works. It's easier. Since vertical progress, you have to start with nothing. People prefer horizontal progress more. Since vertical progress, it is hard. You could say 0 to 1 is like a 1 is a secret you have to find with no knowledge whatsoever. 0 is a secret you're gonna have to find. You have to do something that hasn't been done before. But horizontal progress 1 to n, this is technically horizontal progress 1 to n. It is not doing something new, doing something which has already been done. You see, now that is something very interesting. Humans are the most laziest beings in the world. They don't want to make something new. From 1970, as Peter Thiel in the book says, that from 1970, besides technology and communications, nothing has been new from 0 to 1. Nothing. Think of anything. What has improved in your lifestyle besides technology and communications? Nothing. You use the same chairs, use the same books, you drink from the same type of bottles, you eat the same kind of food, everything. From furniture to bottles, from furniture to books, everything, nothing has changed. Before in the 17, before in the 17s, it was actually very, there was a lot of imagination and ambition in the 18th century, in the 16th century, so in the 18th century, there were the steam trains. Then came a lot of other stuff like Morse code, different stuff like that. So the future, let's go on to the future. The future depends on vertical progress. When you think of future, you'll be thinking, oh, time machines and flying cars and transportation devices. If this cannot happen if the world keeps on going like this with horizontal progress. Because horizontal progress, going from 1 to n, there's nothing new. I mean, teleportation has never been done. Like if you, as Peter Thiel says in this book, he gave this example I'm going to use again. If you have an idea to cure baldness, a pill that cures baldness, that's going to be going from 0 to 1. That is something new. But teleportation devices, flying cars, or time machines, these have never been done before. This will be going from 0 to 1, and humans are being lazy and lazier, losing imagination. So this will be very hard. But wait, Peter Thiel actually takes the idea of horizontal progress even further. He says horizontal progress is basically globalization. Think about it. Globalization means taking something that works in one place and spreading it elsewhere. Like the biggest giant of globalization right now is China. They built factories, skyscrapers, highways, fast food chains. They basically took what worked in America, in the Western area, and they copied it at insane speed. That's horizontal progress, but on a global scale. See the difference? Globalization can raise living standards and help billions of people, but it doesn't invent the future. It just shares the present. Globalization is taking something which works in one area and spreading it to another. But here's the danger. If the whole world focused on globalization without vertical progress, we'll hit limits. We'll run out of resources, we'll overcrowd cities, burn through energy, but not actually create solutions. That's why the future depends on technology and vertical progress more than globalization and horizontal progress. So think about this. Do you want to live in a world where copies are just made, where the ideas are same, brand new inventions are not there, but there's globalization everywhere? Now I know which one I'm picking. I'm gonna choose vertical progress. So now you get both sides. Let's compare. Vertical progress is equal to invention. Okay. Horizontal progress is equal to expansion. Vertical progress is risky, but it can make you rich if you actually come go from zero to one. Horizontal progress is safe, but it's limited. Vertical progress is technology. Okay. Vertical progress is gonna help the world. Horizontal progress is globalization. So I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say to you. Now, this is the power of horizontal and vertical progress and how globalization fits into the picture. And that's how the whole progress came from zero to one from Peter Thiel. And we're just getting started. So if you don't want to live in a world ruled by horizontal progress, if you actually care about this world, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started. Because in episode 2, we're going even deeper. We'll look at what most people ignore. We'll discover the secrets of the world.